Hey Wellness Warrior, we're going to look at the importance of a liver detox. The liver is the organ in the body that supports all your other organs. Many people are suffering from a whole host of symptoms and conditions, and one of the things that they never look to is the liver. You go to your doctor's office and the doctor ignores the liver. You have all these symptoms and the doctor gives you a medication. But if your liver isn't functioning well, you can have all kinds of issues that show up. Poor digestion, hormonal imbalances, skin problems, you name it. So if we're serious about improving our health, we have to pay attention to our liver health. So let's dive in. But before we do, I'm Dr. Nick Zarowski. Welcome to the channel. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and also I just started a brand new YouTube channel where I do health illustration. These health illustrations I used to do all the time. People really loved them, and I usually cover a huge variety of topics on there, which is also pretty fun. And because people loved them so much, I brought them back, and you can find them. I put them on a very specific YouTube channel so that if you wanted that kind of content, you could find them there. I will put a link in the description to the YouTube channel, the new one. I'll also put it up in the corner here, and I'll put it in the corner at the end of this video so that you can learn about your liver and the importance of taking care of it, and then you can go check out the channel. So let's go ahead and dive in. I will also put resources to this particular article in the description below so you can click on that link and get more information as we talk through this, okay? So this is an article over at New Vision Health Center, and what we're looking at is the importance of liver detox. So why would you detox the liver? Okay, well, the liver is the central filtration system for the body. It converts toxins into waste and cleanses the blood. It also is the place in your body where nutrients and medicines get metabolized. The liver contains amino acids that help with cellular metabolism and detoxification. It is involved in over 500 vital processes. Since the liver must do so much, it's crucial to keep it functioning well. A sluggish liver can come in many ways, right? You could have someone who has fatty liver, you hear sluggish liver, you hear toxic liver, you hear liver disease, all these different liver problems that many people face. At the end of the day, it's important to understand that it's critical for your sleep, it's critical for your gut health, it's critical for your hormone balance, it's critical for so many areas of your body. And you can have issues within another organ or gland or somewhere else in your body, and you're thinking, oh, it's just the thyroid, it's the gut, and it's like the whole time it's a liver problem. So we don't ever want to underestimate how important the liver is. And as I mentioned, many people find themselves in a position where they literally don't ever think about supporting the liver. And what you have to realize too is that with all the medications people take, it is very harsh and destructive on the liver. These are chemicals, synthetic drugs, synthetic chemicals made in a lab, and when you take them, your liver has to metabolize them, and it just tears up your liver. There's no doubt about it. And so we have to go through kind of like a rebuilding phase of our liver and make sure that we're doing everything we can to take care of it. And I can tell you, for me personally, I go through a process about once a year where I will go in and do a full 3-month detox in my own body, right? Now, I also can tell you that it works because, there's people who want to get very in-depth with their health. I'm one of those people, but I also work with people clinically who literally want nothing to do with taking care of their health, but it's like, they're on that last-ditch effort before, like, things get really bad. So they'll kind of just dip their toe in. And I can tell you, just using this method, because what we're going to talk about today is basically just kind of that 3,000-foot overview of some things that some general things that you can do that will change your liver health. Now, the people who just want to dip their toe in and we're only using this, they refuse to change their diet or lifestyle or anything, they only use these specific nutrients we're talking about today, they actually came back with better liver enzymes, very happy with their results after getting their liver tested. So, I mean, it definitely works even from like a level of trying to participate in the least possible way that would take effort. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the liver supporting foods. In a nutshell, with liver supporting foods, it's really like the things that we have to pull out and be careful for. So it's like you want to pull out the high carb diet, you want to pull out the processed foods, you want to pull out the sugar. I mean, a lot of stuff that if you watch me, you kind of know you're supposed to pull out. But it's important to make sure that the vegetables and the fruits, that you're actually cleaning them before, or you're just buying them when they are not sprayed with some of these harsh chemicals. You know, I understand that organic isn't an option for everybody. Organic can be kind of expensive, but the other option would be to buy from like farmers markets. The other option would be to make sure that you're using a veggie wash to clean your veggies off, because I mean, they spray these fruits and veggies with like waxes sometimes in order to get them to maintain their color and ripeness. And so lots of harsh chemicals used in fields, neurotoxins, in order to keep bugs off. So we want to make sure that we're doing the best we can in purchasing our foods, in our healthy foods too. And then what we can do is also increase intake of some of the different bitter vegetables out there. They're very good for your overall liver health. And from there, apple cider vinegar is good too. That's supportive. We also want to remove chemical toxins. Okay, so we think of toxins a lot of times in the way of like, you know, that nasty food that you're going to avoid, but also the chemical toxins in your home. So the shampoos, the lotions, the cleaning materials, or cleaning chemicals in your home. You know, toxins are all around us all the time. I mean, we are literally facing an onslaught of toxins in our body constantly, because, you know, our clothing, everything is full of toxins. I mean, if you think about like how someone may have lived primally 150 years ago and the toxins they came across, right? Just kind of living more out in nature. It was literally like nothing. Whereas like the toxins that we face today in modern society is unbelievable, right? And unfortunately, many of the countries allow for them. Like even the United States, it's like they claim that they're doing all these different things, but if you pay attention and really look at, like, you know, BPA, for instance, like they might say, oh, you know, we found BPA was bad for you, so we banned it. And then next thing you know, there's like 10 derivatives built off of that have never been tested that are going to cause cancer and hormone issues and everything just the same way. So we always have to just do everything we can to avoid toxins. That was one of the first things that my wife and I did personally when we went to improve our health. We really focused on cleaning up all the different toxic chemicals. We got rid of all the bad cleaning products. We got rid of all the plastic cups and containers that we were storing food in and everything like that. Went glass. I mean, we just put that effort in, you know, because there's still, just in clothing and everything else, things that is very difficult to control, there's still toxins in that. So everything you can do to avoid the avoidables then is gonna be powerful. Okay, so let's talk about the nutrients for liver detox, because this is probably the most important part of the whole article here. And like I said, I will put a link to this article in the description. Many people ask me for a link to the articles. I'm trying to put them in the descriptions now so you can go and learn more. So basically, there's a few things you can look to. N-acetylcysteine, it's a precursor to glutathione. It's a powerful antioxidant. Research shows that NAC will protect the liver from hepatotoxic environmental pollutants, and it also has shown that it will protect the liver from certain medications that have a negative effect on the liver when used for a long time. Another thing you can use is alpha-lipoic acid. Okay, it reduces oxidative stress and inflammation. It helps increase glutathione, which is the most powerful antioxidant in the body. Alpha-lipoic acid also boosts the immune system, so it's very good for that too. Milk thistle, it's been used for years to help neutralize toxins. Okay, so one of the things about the liver is we talk about all these toxins that can get built up in there. Well, if you use certain nutrients, what happens is it basically supports this phase 1, phase 2, this whole liver detoxification system that exists. The liver goes through this really complex process where it takes something like a chemical and it breaks it down so that your body can get rid of it. And the milk thistle really helps that process. So the research goes back about 2,000 years for using milk thistle in treating and protecting the body against toxic substances. It is also beneficial for kidney and gallbladder, and that's one of the reasons I really love it, is because it's like it's really helping with many detox organs: your liver, your gallbladder, your kidneys. And research is ongoing, but studies show that milk thistle can be powerful treatment for hepatitis and liver cirrhosis. It also will help promote liver regeneration, and that's something this is very cool about the liver. Like literally your liver can regenerate. You can just have a chunk of it cut off. Some people do. They have cancer and a chunk of it can get cut off and the liver regrows. So stinking cool. So then the last nutrient here that you may have heard of is selenium. Selenium helps support the liver's cells, and also works as a coenzyme in the glutathione detoxification process. Selenium also decreases inflammation. The article goes on to say exercise and an active lifestyle are also very important. But here's the thing that is most important to understand about this is that your liver is involved in every function of your body to a certain extent. So we want to make sure that we have a good, healthy, functioning liver and doing the right things, like we talked about, doing a liver detox, right? This is a very basic level liver detox if you do this, okay? Basic level, but is better than nothing, okay? And so that's why I'm mentioning it. And if you want to get more in depth, like I said, you can always call the clinic and you can get more information on how to do further detoxing, maybe work with us one-on-one, that kind of thing. However, like if you're like, hey, I just want to dip my toe in, I just want to do a few things here that are going to make my life a little bit better and spend, as little money as possible on it. You know what? This is a good option to look into. So link to the description, link to the article in the description below. Also, my new YouTube channel is right up here. Go ahead and check it out. See you over there.